Hi everyone, it's Cora. Welcome back to the 4th episode of OAGPC Cycle 4. This week's theme was Historical Week, and the Doll Fam, Surf's Up AG, and Shooting Stars use their pass. There will be an illumination today, as always, and yeah, let's go check out what the contestants submitted. The first photo comes from Hannah Girl Dolls. She did the 30s, and I love how you have Kit in her Pleasant Company outfit. I love that outfit, it's so cute. I like the lighting in the picture, it's pretty good. Her hair is really neat. I really wish, though, that you had made this picture black and white and more probably related to, the Great Depression, because, I wouldn't really guess that this is for, a historical theme, just like you wouldn't took a photo shoot with your doll in your yard, I think that just putting it in black and white and maybe making it more relevant to the time would have just made it look more like a historical picture, but I think the quality of this photo is pretty good, so great job! This picture comes from Jojo B10, and she did Salem witch trials. I thought this was a really cool point in history to do because honestly, I just wouldn't think of it, and so I thought that was cool that you did. I like her dress. I don't know. I don't really know much about Salem witch trials and what witches were, but from what I just know in my head, I feel like the dress probably is something that they would wear. I like the hands that are sticking out at her, and you said that they were supposed to be saying she's a witch, which I thought was a nice detail. I kind of wish that she was looking at the hands because I feel like if someone's yelling at you, you're probably going to look at them. Maybe it's just me, but I think that would have just looked a little bit nice if she was looking at them. I like how she's just kind of standing there, and then again I would just turn her head. I like the lighting. I don't know if I would have put it in a black and white filter or something, since I guess photography wasn't around back then, so I guess it's okay that you didn't do that because we don't anyways, you get what I'm saying, right? But anyways, and lastly, I would have just liked to see a less plain of a background. I don't really know what you could have done, maybe taken her outside, but yeah, I think this was a really neat photo. It's just I definitely don't think of this when I think of history, so I thought that was cool that you did this. This picture comes from American Girl Bliss. She didn't give me a specific time period that she was taking this in, but I'm gonna guess, since Mary Grace is in the 1800s, that is probably around the 1800s. I don't really know. But other than that, I still really like this picture. I like Marie Grace and her dress. It's so cute. I like her hairstyle. It's very neat. I like how she's looking right at the house. And that I like how this picture is a very tall exposure, so we can see the whole house and even a little above that. I think, I don't know, the scenery is just really neat in this. And I like how it's just kind of simple, but it's still really cool. And I think that's all I have to say. I think this picture is just really neat. Good job, Sophia. This picture comes from My Dazzling Dolls, and she did someone taking of a picture of a kid in the 1920s. I think that's a creative idea. I really wish you would have just made this picture in black and white, because it would have just made it so much more historically accurate, because photography wasn't colorful, and back then it was in black and white. I think that would have just made this picture look so much better. But aside from that, I really like her that you've braided her hair, although I wish that the braid on, at least, my left was just behind her all the way, because the one on the right is just straight down. The other one is kind of I don't know, it just kind of goes over her shoulder a little bit. I don't really know how to describe it, but you guys can see it. I kind of wish that it were just straight like the other one. I think it would have just, I know it's a little detail, but it would have just made it look a little bit better. I like her outfit, and I like how, when you do, school pictures or something, it's just, a backdrop behind you, and it's not, this huge thing. It kind of reminds me of that, and I like how it's like that. It's not you could have done that in the grass or something, but I like how it's just, kind of a school picture type thing. But yeah, other than just the lighting and that stuff, I think this is a really great photo. Good job. So I just learned that I have been pronouncing Falabella's channel wrong, because I've been saying Falabella. So this picture comes from Falabella. I think that's how you say it. And she didn't give me a specific time period or anything. So I don't really know what's really going on, how to judge it with the time period. I really just don't have any guesses. I don't think the lighting looked like this in really any decades or anything. I also don't know what's going on with their hands. I kind of wish that you had just picked a pose or something for them to do. I don't know. You said it could be an old wedding picture, so I wish that maybe since their hands are out, it kind of looks like they could have been dancing. So I think it would have been cool if you had just gone with their hands a little bit more, I guess, and made it so they were dancing, or just kind of doing anything besides just their hands just out, because it looks a little weird to me that they're not doing anything but their hands are just out. I also think that the scenery is just a little random, like it doesn't really have any relevance to do with the picture. And really overall, I kind of just wish you had given me a decade to go off of. I know this is an older picture, but it would have just made this, I think it would have just been a lot better if you had just taken a new picture so I really know what's going on. And it always helps to do stuff with your updated photography skills. But just in general, I like their outfits, and I like how you included a boy doll because we don't really have too many boy doll photography pictures, I guess, so that was a neat detail. But yeah, good job this week. So this next picture comes from All About Stop Motions, and I know I said this about your picture last week, but I think this is probably one of the best pictures you've ever taken too. I love how it's just so clear, and I love all the dolls' outfits. She did protesting in the 60s for black rights, and I think that's a really cool idea. I like how, all your dolls are black and stuff, so they fit it, and I like how they're holding signs for protesting. I like the quality of this picture, looks really good, and I like how there's a clump of dolls. It's not just one doll, and it's just multiple, and I also like how you use boy dolls, because like I said in the last picture, I feel like boy dolls don't really get used much in photography on AGTube, so I think that was cool that you included them here. And I think, I don't know, I just like this picture, it's just so clear, and the lighting matches it, and their outfits are all great. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Good job this week. The last picture this week comes from Lena AG, and she came up with a really creative idea for this one. There have been a lot of creative ideas, but I think this is a really creative idea. She said that the history about people and their cats is really interests her, so she did a photo with her cat, the doll with her cats. She didn't give me a specific decade, but since she's wearing Felicity's dress, this kind of leads me to think it was probably taken in the 1700s. The lighting really matches, she sent me some, pictures that she referenced off of, and they were, kind of just, that yellowy lighting, 1700 pictures were, and this, really matches it. I was really impressed with the use of this picture. I can tell a lot of work went into it, and, it just really looks like a lot of work went into this picture, and I'm very impressed. Alright, let's get on to the rankings now. Please remember, as always, these are just my opinions, and I'm not a professional photographer. Also, keep in mind, I had a really hard time ranking the pictures this week. I feel like sometimes people just say it to make you feel better, but, I legitimately, everything was really close. Anyways, this week's theme is going to be Music Week. This is one of my favorite themes again this week. You can have your doll playing instrument or recreating album covers. That's what I really like to do. But yeah, I hope you guys have fun with this theme, and your pictures are due next Saturday as usual. Bye!